Okay. Tell me, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Hmm? Are the voice and screen clear? Yes? Okay, fine, good. Let everyone join. We'll start within a minute. Okay, tell me what was the point that we did last time? काय केलं आपण last time? We are almost at the end of the chapter. Some extra points we are covering. Applications of potentiometer, right? What was the last point? Tell me. Hmm? What was that? Example number. कितवा example होतं? 85. Okay. Fine. All right. So example number 85. Find the value of x if p is the null point. Find the value of x if p is a null point. Okay, point p is given as a null point, and we have to find the value of x. X is a length. Okay, x is a length. That length we want to find out. Chalo. So we are given one battery. I think half of these example we have already solved. यातला अर्धा example आपण solve केलेला आहे. 25 ohm, 200 volt. Then the wire, this is the potentiometer wire. This is the point P, which is null point. This is point X. Then this is the battery. This is the resistance again. We are given one galvanometer as well. And then null point. Okay. And this is the length X. This is length equal to 10 meter. This is length equal to 10 meter. Okay, fine. Now we want to find out this length. So first of all, what we will do, we will find out potential difference between points A and B. A and B. Okay. There is no current which is passing through the galvanometer. Means in this branch there is no current. In this branch there is no current. So whatever current has been given by the battery will flow through the wire AB and will flow through 25 ohm resistance and will flow through 25 ohm resistance. So what I will do is this. I will use the voltage division principle. I will use the voltage division principle. It is a series combination of resistance AB. This wire AB has some resistance. It is a series combination of resistance AB and the 25 ohm across which 200 volt will be spent. हे 200 volt कसे खर्च होतील? Across resistance AB and across resistance 25 ohm. So VAB I can find out. VAB is equal to RAB, resistance of the wire AB, divided by my resistance upon total resistance, RAB plus 25, RAB plus 25. This is the resistance fraction. In series combination, voltage divides according to the fraction of resistance, multiplied by total potential difference, which is equal to 200. Now, are we given the resistance RAB? Yes. They have written for the wire AB. Is it for wire AB or wire X? The resistance 25 ohm they have written for what? They have written like this, 75 ohm. Now here there is one question, that this resistance 25 ohm is of this length X or of this wire, entire wire AB. Okay, that we have to check. Okay. From the solution that they have given, they have used one equation for the current in this loop, and they have taken this 75 ohm as the resistance of the wire AB. But they should specify. Okay, they should specify. Otherwise, it gets difficult to decide whether this 75 ohm is a resistance of this length X or the wire AB. So now here we will write in the bracket resistance of wire AB and not of the wire X. Okay, they should have either written that separately, or they should have at least pointed from this region. Okay, not from this. Fine. So what I am going to write is this one, 75 divided by 75 plus 25 into 200. 75 plus 25 100. 200 upon 100 2. 2 into 75 150. This is 150. So out of this total potential difference 150, VAB is equal to 150. Okay, this battery is of 120 volt. Let us call this point as, already X letter they have used, so let us use Y and Z letters. Y, Z, not this one. Battery between points X and Z. Battery and resistance combination. जे काय battery आणि resistance combination दिलेलं असते. Whatever battery and resistance combination that has been given, you have to write between 2 points. One point this, other point this. Now we can say that VA equal to VY. VA equals to VY because they are the same points, and VZ equal to VP because it is a null point. Because it is a null point, point P is a null point, there is no current in the galvanometer. No current means no potential difference. No potential difference across galvanometer. No potential difference across galvanometer means equal potentials. So VZ equal to VP. So I can write VA minus VP. VA, or you can just maintain the sequence. VA equal to VY, VP equal to VZ. VA minus VP. VA minus VP equal to VY minus VZ. Vy minus Vz. So Va minus Vp is Vap equals Vyz. Vyz. But between points Y and Z, there is a battery of 120 volt and there is no current in this circuit. There is no current in this circuit. So across this resistance, there will be zero potential drop or gain. Okay. So याच्या across च्या potential चा काही विचार करू नका because there is no current in this circuit. So between point Y and Z, there is 120 volt. VAP. That's equal to VAP. But according to the principle of potentiometer, potential drop across any length VAP is equal to potential drop per unit length into your length. Potential drop, total potential drop VAB, total length LAB, VAB upon LAB into your length. Your length is LAP. Your length is LAP, which is equal to 120. Now put the values. VAB is equal to 150 volt. VAB is equal to 150 volt. Length AB is equal to 10 meter. LAP we don't know, but LAP can be written as 10 minus x. This is x. This will be 10 minus x. This will be 10 minus x. So write down LAP as 10 minus x is equal to 120. And note that we want to find out x. So first we will find 10 minus x and then we will find x. So this 0 cancel. This 15 goes in the denominator. 15 into 8 is 120. 15 into 8 is 120. 15 असे. 15 into 8 is 120. So 10 minus x is equal to 8. So x must be 2. Write it down, understand it, get it, and then reply in the chat box clear and written. Everyone. चला बाळांनो, reply करा पट. Check करा. पहिल्यांदा लिहा. We made a tricky question simple. त्याला note म्हणा. This resistance is of wire AB and not wire X. Very good. Good. Question number 85. Okay, one notice for all of you, that those of you who have not attempted the board's test, they have to submit the board's test compulsory. Okay, you will attempt that test today and you will submit it. Okay, and on Sunday there will be test of NEET as well as CET. Okay, NEET as well as CET. Other things regarding the tests I will inform on the group. Okay, fine. Next application is, first application that we did is finding EMF of the cell, right? First application was finding EMF of the unknown cell. Now second application is to compare EMFs of two cells. Write down application number 2, to compare EMFs of two cells. Write down second application of potentiometer. There are 3 applications, right? First is finding EMF of the cell. Second is to compare EMFs of the cell. Compare means what? E1 upon E2 ratio. Fine, very simple. Write down. Application number 2. To compare EMFs of cell. Method 1. Direct method. Method 1, is called as direct method. It is also called as individual cell method. Individual cell method. Individual cell method. This name is more popular. Individual cell method, or rather more correct. Method 2. Method 2. Sum and difference method. Sum and difference method. You complete the spelling. Fine. Let us see the first method. Let us see the first method. Method number 1. Individual cell method. Method number 1. Individual cell method. You will be given two unknown cells. You will be given two unknown cells, and you will be asked to find out their ratio of EMFs. Okay, sir. Fine. Let us draw the potentiometer main cell. This is the main cell, sir. And we need one variable resistor to control the current in the wire. That's point A. That's our potentiometer wire. Fine. And that's the slider on the variable resistor, which is rheostat. That's our main cell. That's our point B. Fine. In this method, this is your first cell. This is your first cell E1, which has its own internal resistance R1, and this is your practical cell. This is your practical cell E1. There is one key which is present here. Let us call that key as K1. Another cell, another practical cell, which is E2, having its own internal resistance R2. It is also a practical cell because it has its internal resistance. If the internal resistance is 0, it is called as ideal cell. There is one more key which is, let us call K2, and then the galvanometer, and it has a jockey like this. Fine. Now, initially, key number 1 will be closed, key number 2 will be open. Okay, key number 1 will be closed. Closed means it will be connected. Sometimes key will be drawn like this. It can also be drawn like this, open key. Open key means current cannot flow or current cannot pass. And closed key, closed, closed, closed. This is open, this is open, this is closed, this is closed. Okay. Now, what you have to do, individually you have to find out EMFs of two cells. Individually you have to find EMFs of two cells, and then you have to take the ratio. Okay, sir. Individually we have to find out EMFs of two cells, and then we have to take ratio. All right. Again, you know cell is drawn between 2 points. Yes, X and Y. Whatever cell and resistance combination will be given to you, you will draw it in between 2 points, X and Y. This is also Y. This is also Y. This is X. This is also X. Fine. So case 1 म्हणण्यापेक्षा step 1 K1 closed, पहिली key close करा. K2 open. K2 open. Now obtain null point. Now obtain null point. Let us call that null point as P1. If null point obtain kara P1. Let us say that we have obtained the null point P1 here. We have to show that dotted, right? Let us say that we have obtained the null point P1 here. For the first cell, null point is P1. For the first cell, null point is P1. Now, whenever there is a null point, we know there is no current in the galvanometer. There is no current in the galvanometer. This key is closed. This key is closed. No current in galvanometer means what? See, this K2 is already open. This K2 is already open. So you can forget about this cell. You can forget about this cell because this K2 is already open. You do whatever you want. No current can pass through this cell because this K2 is open. So just forget about this E2. Forget about second cell. Now in your circuit you have only one cell. In your circuit you have only one cell. So if current can pass, then the only possibility is through E1. If the current can pass, the only possibility is through E1. But still, when you obtain the null point, current in the galvanometer is zero. It means current between points X and Y is zero. Current between or current through the cell E1 is equal to zero, and therefore current through galvanometer is also equal to zero. जर करंट गेला असता तर तो E1 मधनच गेला असता, पण नल पॉइंट जर मिळाला तर E1 मधला पण करंट तुम्हाला झिरो मिळणार, तरच गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मधला करंट झिरो असेल. सो यू कॅन राईट Vx equal to VA, Vx equal to VA and Vy equal to VP1. Vy is equal to VP1. या दोन पॉइंटचं पोटेन्शियल सेम पाहिजे. If the potential of these 2 points is same, there is no potential difference, and if there is no potential difference across the resistance, current through the resistance is zero. So Vy equal to Vp1. Same thing, instead of writing Vp, now we are writing Vp1. Now we are writing Vp1. Again, Vx minus Vy, Vx minus Vy is equal to Va P1. Not VAP, VAP नहीं है थे, VAP1 है. Okay. Now you people tell me, reply me in the chat box, what is potential difference between point X and Y? Reply me in the chat box. X and Y मध्ये किती potential difference? Reply me in the chat box. Vxy will be what? What is potential difference between points X and Y? करंट गेलाय का इथनं? नाही. कारण जर इथनं करंट गेला असता तर गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मधनं पण गेला असता. इथनं करंटच गेला नाही. सेल मधनं करंट गेला नाही तर सेलच्या बाहेर काय अवेलेबल असेल? If there is no current through the cell, what will be available outside the cell? That is going to be the answer of question. What is the potential difference between points X and Y? बोला. Tell me everyone. Zero. If there is no current through the cell, काय अवेलेबल असेल? हॉटेलमध्ये लोक जेवायलाच गेली नाहीत म्हणजे सेल मधनं करंट गेलाच नाही, तर हॉटेलमध्ये किती लोकांचं जेवण असेल? Try to relate with that hotel example. What will be available between these 2 points? अरे एकच सेल लावलाय, आता एकच सेल आहे, मग असं सर्किट आहे. या सेलचा ईएमएफ मेजर केलाच असता ना तुम्ही. पहिल्या सेलसाठी इक्वेशन काढायला लावले, दुसऱ्यासाठी काढावले, फक्त दुसरा सेल काढून ठेवला इथे, पण ऍज सच तो सर्किट मध्ये नाहीच आहे. मग एकच सेल आहे की बिटवीन पॉइंट एक्स अँड वाय काय असणार? या सेलचा ईएमएफ. करंट तर चाललेला नाहीये, आउटसाइड दी सेल काय अवेलेबल असेल? या सेलचे ईएमएफ अवेलेबल असेल. सो बिटवीन पॉइंट एक्स अँड वाय देयर विल बी EMF of the cell which will be available, and that is equal to VAP1. What is VAP1? VAP1 according to the potentiometer wire principle, or sorry, according to the potentiometer principle, VAP1, potential difference between any 2 points, is proportional to length between those 2 points, or it is equal to potential drop per unit length into your length. Potential drop per unit length, VAB upon LAB into LAP, but not LAP. We should write LAP1. We should write LAP1. Okay. Up to this, reply me in the chat box clear and written. एक सेल असता तर काय केलं असतं? हेच केलं असतं. फक्त त्या सेलला E1 म्हटलंय, नल पॉइंटला P न म्हणता P1 म्हटलंय. Instead of saying P, now we have said P1. And there is right now only one cell in the circuit. This cell is outside the circuit. And this key is open. ऐसा as such काही संबंध नाही. Okay, this cell you can just forget about it. There is only one cell in the circuit. Up to this, reply me in the chat box. You can draw this line here also. If you get confused, you can draw this line here also. एकच सेल आहे सर्किट मध्ये. Up to this, reply me in the chat box. Clear and written. Step 1. Check करा. Fine. Now, step number 2. Step number 2. Step number 2. In the step number 2, what we will do? Key number 1. We will open that key. We will open that key. And key number 2 we will close. Key number 2 we will close. Fine. And now obtain the null point. Let's say P2. Let's say we obtain the null point where, let's say here, P2. Now again, this key K1 is open. So this E1, forget about it. This E1, forget about it, because current can never pass through this cell because this key K1 is open. If current can pass, then it can pass only through E2. If the current can pass, it can pass only through E2. Fine. So tap this jockey from point A to B. Tap, 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 and always observe the current in the galvanometer. At point P2, let's say the current in the galvanometer is 0. You simply have to tap the jockey from point A to B. Exactly at point P2, let's say the current in the galvanometer becomes 0. It means that as this current is equal to 0, it means this current is equal to 0. इकडनं आलेला करंट 0 आहे, म्हणजे या सेल मधनं आलेला करंट 0 असतो, कारण यातनं तर येणं इम्पॉसिबल आहे. So E2, current through cell E2 is equal to 0. Current through cell E2 is equal to 0. What does that mean? Potential of point X is equal to potential of point A. Potential of point X equal to potential of point A. And potential of point Y, potential of point Y is equal to potential of point P2, is equal to potential of point P2. So Vx minus Vy, left hand side subtraction, Vx minus Vy, Vxy is equal to Va minus Vap2. Sorry, Va minus Vp2. Va minus Vp2. That will be Vap2. Point X is point A. Point X is point A. X म्हणजेच A आहे, X म्हणजेच A आहे, Y म्हणजेच P2 आहे. Y means P2. Galvanometer मधनं current नाही. There is no current through the galvanometer, means potential difference across the galvanometer should be equal to 0. Should be equal to 0. So these two potentials should be equal. Potentials should be equal, so that potential difference will be equal to 0. So what will be available? Reply me in the chat box. What will be available between points X and Y? Now I am expecting the correct answer. What will be available between points X and Y? काय available असेल? What will be available between points X and Y? Tell me. There is no current through the cell E2, also through the galvanometer G. Galvanometer मधनं पण current नहीं है, cell E2 मधनं पण current नहीं है. What will be available between points X and Y? Reply in the chat box. EMF or terminal potential difference काय available असेल? What will be available across this cell E2? What will be available? EMF or terminal potential difference? If there is no current through the cell, cell मधनं current नहीं है, काय available असेल सेलच्या बाहेर? EMF or terminal potential difference? Reply. Tell me. what will be available across this cell E2 if there is no current through the cell? Expecting reply. No one is replying. Why? लक्ष आहे का? का नाश्ता चालू आहे? नाश्ता चालू आहे ना? समोर लेक्चर चालू ठेवून नाश्ता चालू आहे, बरोबर? ब्रेकफास्ट चालू आहे ना? मग ब्रेकफास्ट चालू असताना सर रिप्लाय कसं करायचं, आहे की नाही? So if there is no current through the cell E2, what will be available outside the cell? Correct. It will be EMF of the cell. It will be EMF of the cell. What is the EMF of the cell? E2. What is the EMF of the cell? It will be equal to E2. That is equal to VAP2. But according to the potentiometer wire principle, what is the potential difference between any 2 points of the wire? Potential drop per unit length. Total potential drop upon total length, VAB upon LAB into LAP2, length between points A and P2, LAP2. Call this as equation 2. Call this as equation 2. And now write. But from equation 1 वरनं काय मिळालं होतं? E1 मिळालं होतं. कसं मिळालं होतं? VAB upon LAB into LAP1. You can cross check the equation number 1. Step number 1 gave you equation number 1. Step number 2 gave you equation number 2. Now you want to find E1 upon E2. Now you want to find E1 upon E2. So therefore write, therefore equation 1 upon equation 2 will give you E1 upon E2, E1 upon E2, VAB upon LAB, VAB upon LAB, cancel. This upon this, cancel. This upon this, cancel. LAP1 is equal to LAP1 divided by LAP2, length between A and P2. P1 is the first null point. P1 is the null point of the first cell, null point for the first cell, and P2 is the null point for the second cell. At a time, you will connect only one cell. At a time, either this cell will be in the circuit or this cell will be in the circuit. So it is called as individual cell method. That's the answer. Therefore, E1 upon E2 is equal to, now people will not write LAP1, LAP2. They will simply write L1 for LAP1. They will simply write L1 for LAP1 and they will simply write L2 for LAP2. This length is equal to L1 and this length is equal to L2. Length corresponding to null point for the cell first, length corresponding to null point for the cell second. Up to this, reply me in the chat box, clear and written. That's the answer. E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Find 2 null points for 2 cells. Find 2 lengths of null point. Find the lengths corresponding to null point for the 2 cells. Ratio of EMFs will be equal to ratio of lengths corresponding to null points. E1 upon E2 equal to L1 upon L2. L1 is VAP1, L2 is VAP2. Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Good. Done. Check करा. झालं. Derivation complete. E1 upon E2 equals L1 upon L2. For the boards, they may ask this derivation for 2 marks or 3 marks. You can do it. You should be able to draw this diagram. Okay. Done. Shall we move on to method number 2? Method number 2 करूया का? E1 upon E2 काढायचा आहे. We want to find out E1 upon E2 with method number 2. Write down. Method number 2. It is also called as sum and difference method. So there will be sum of EMFs E1 plus E2, and there will be difference of EMFs. There will be difference of EMFs E1 minus E2, and corresponding to sum there will be the length of null point. Corresponding to difference there will be length of null point, and that ratio you have to take. And after that ratio you will again do some mathematical rearrangement to get E1 upon E2. Now whatever I am speaking, those things you will understand within next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, observe here. Now first of all I will arrange one diamond here. 1, 2, 3 and 4 corners of the, you can say the square or the rhombus or whatever you want. Well, in the 4 corners draw केली, right? At the first corner join the point A. At the opposite corner join the galvanometer. Join the galvanometer. Okay. Then what you have to do is this. नीट लक्ष द्या. नीट लक्ष द्या. You will draw the first cell like this. You will draw the first cell like this. Okay. And you can shift it here, and you will again form the diamond. You will again form the diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second cell, you will draw along the diagonal. You will draw along the diagonal like this. Like this. Second cell. This is the second cell. E2. This is E1. Now forget about the internal resistance. Even if it is present there, it has nothing to do with the cell because there will not be any current through the cell. Cell मधनं current जाणार नाहीये, त्यामुळे त्याचा as such cellशी आता काही संबंध येणार नाहीये. Now you will draw a dotted line here and a dotted line here. Call it as A and B. Call it as A and B. Okay. Then draw double dotted line here, double dotted line here, and double dotted line here, and draw double dotted line here. Call this as C and call this as D. Call this as D. Up to this replying in the chat box, will you be able to draw this diagram? Check करा ही diagram तुमसे तुम्हाला न बघता draw करता येईल का? You have to draw the first cell, then you have to arrange one diamond shape here. Now you can observe the diamond. Or if you want to call it as square, you can call it as. पहिल्यांदा ही diagram तुम्हाला काढता येईल का बघा. एका बाजूला cell, एका बाजूला galvanometer. दूसरा जो काय cell आहे, second cell is to be drawn like this. Opposite sides dotted line, double dotted line, double dotted line. Up to this reply in the chat box. Clear? Will you be able to draw the diagram? Reply in the chat box clear and written. इथपर्यंत clear आहे का बघा? Galvanometer काढला. This is the jockey of the galvanometer. This is the potentiometer. This is the arrangement for the sum and difference method. What is the name of the method? Sum and difference method. So there will be sum of EMFs E1 plus E2. There will be difference of EMFs E1 minus E2. Now whatever the combination of cells is given to you, cells जे काय combination दिलेलं असते किंवा cell आणि internal resistance किंवा cell आणि resistance जे काय combination दिलेलं असते, all the cell resistance combinations are to be put between 2 points X and Y. जे काय cell चं combination दिलेलं असते ते X आणि Y point मध्ये टाकायचं. Step 1. Switch A, all these are switches, okay? A, B, C and D are the switches. A and B closed. A आणि B क्लोज आहेत. C and D are open. C and D are open. म्हणजे C आणि D चा काही संबंध नाही. So let me rub these lines. Let me rub these lines. Let me rub these lines. Now between points X and Y, between points X and Y, cell E1 higher terminal is connected to X. Higher potential terminal is connected to X. And cell E2 is connected to higher potential of E2, higher potential of E2 connected to lower potential of E1. E2 चा higher potential कशाला connected आहे? E1 च्या lower potential. E1 च्या lower potential. So what will be the equivalent EMF? Tell me, reply me in the chat box. What will be the equivalent EMF? या दोन सेलचा बाळांनो equivalent EMF किती? मी शिकवले तुम्हाला cells in series. Both are leftward. So final answer should also be equal to leftward. Net leftward answer is equal to series मध्ये काय येणार उत्तर? All leftward minus all rightward. Both are leftward. E1 minus E2 or E1 plus E2? E1 plus E2. Correct. E1 plus E2. Fine. Now obtain null point. Now obtain null point. Now the next step is obtain null point. Now if you obtain the null point, let's say here. Let's say here. Sir, why are you taking null point here? Why not here? Because I want to take this point as null point for difference combination. हे आहे सम कॉम्बिनेशन, ऍडिशन आहे ना. ऍडिशनच्या नल पॉइंटला करस्पॉन्डिंग लेंथ जी असेल ती जास्त असेल ना. पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू लेंथ. E1 प्लस E2 हे ऑलवेज जास्त असेल E1 मायनस E2 पेक्षा. मग E1 प्लस E2 वाला नल पॉइंट आणि त्याला करस्पॉन्डिंग लेंथ जास्त असेल. स्लोली समजेल. सो आय विल कॉल दिस पॉइंट एज P1. Now you have obtained the null point. So you will again write the same things. Potential of point X equal to potential of point A. Potential of point X equal to potential of point A. Why? Because they are same point. There is nothing in between those 2 points. There is only metallic wire. And you have obtained the null point. Means current through the galvanometer is equal to 0. Current through galvanometer is equal to 0. Means potential of point Y is equal to potential of point P1. Potential of point Y is equal to potential of point P1. Now Vxy is equal to VAP1. VAP1. But Vxy means what? Between point X and Y. Try to understand. Between points X and Y. Between point X and Y. Between point X and Y. There will be no current. There will be no current through galvanometer is 0. X आणि Y मधनं करंट नाही गेला पाहिजे तरच गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मध्ये करंट जाणार. But between point X and Y you have the two cells. It means there is no current through the cells. सेल मधनं करंट नाही आहे तर सेलच्या बाहेर EMF अवेलेबल असेल. So between points X and Y, effective cell is E1 plus E2 and there is no current through this cell. There is no current through this cell. So between point X and Y, EMF will be available, and that EMF is right now some combination. Some means addition combination, E1 plus E2. So between points X and Y, you have E1 plus E2. And you know, according to the potentiometer principle, what is VAP1? VAP1 is equal to VAB upon LAB, potential drop per unit length, into your length. What is your length? Length from A to P1. Length from A to P1. So LAP1. But people will not write this length as AP1, LAP1. They will simply write L1. Length of null point corresponding to some combination, addition combination. Addition la corresponding null point ची length L1. So VAB upon LAB into L1. Up to this, reply me in the chat box. Equation 1, step number 1. A and B switch closed. Means this point is connected to this point is connected to this. Write it down and reply me in the chat box. Clear and written. CW. बोला. हम्म. 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 आज दुपारी येणार आहात ना तुम्ही डाउट सॉल्विंग साठी आफ्टरनून सेशन डाउट्स प्लस रिव्हिजन. मॅथ्स वाली मुलं येतील ना आज. मंडे ट्यूसडे वेनसडे फर्स्ट डे फ्रायडे सॅटरडे बाय वाले. कोण कोण येणार आहे आज रिप्लाय करा मला चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये. येस म्हणून रिप्लाय करा. वाय. ओके. ज्या पॉइंट्स मध्ये तुम्हाला डाऊट आहे, जे पॉइंट्स रिवाइज करायचे आहेत ते सगळे अवधूत इज सेइंग कॉलेजचे लेक्चर्स आहेत. टुडे फाटक कॉलेज लेक्चर्स आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. ओके. तू डिसाइड कर अवधूत. तू डिसाइड कर. तू डाउट्स मग वेगळ्या टाइम मध्ये क्लिअर कर. तुला जर ते लेक्चर अटेंड करायचे असतील ते नसतील करायचे तर डाउट्स क्लिअर कर. बघूया आपण काय करता येईल. बघूया. फाईन. सो ऍडिशन तर झाली. E1 प्लस E2 तर झाला. नाव वी विल डू दी स्टेप नंबर 2. We will do the step number 2. In the step number 2, we will open these two switches A and B. A and B ला open करूया. A and B ला open करूया. So you can forget about the switches A and B. You can forget about the switches A and B. Those are open. Now switch C will be closed. So point C will be connected to this point. Sorry, this point will be connected to this point, and this point will be connected to this point. Okay. So C and D will be closed. Now, higher terminal of E1 connected to point X. Higher terminal of E1 connected to point X. Higher terminal of, sorry, lower terminal of E2. Lower terminal of E2. Lower terminal of E2. Lower terminal of E2 connected to lower terminal of E1. Connected to lower terminal of E1. Lower of E2 connected to lower terminal of E1. Higher terminal of E2, sorry, higher terminal of E2. Higher terminal of E2. Higher terminal of E2 connected to point Y. 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 So, one battery says current should flow left. Another battery says current should flow right. So net leftward force equal to all leftward minus all rightward. Net leftward battery is equal to all leftward minus all rightward. So between point X and Y, now there will be E1 minus E2 as an equivalent EL. Fine. Now obtain the null point. Now obtain the null point. Now obviously the null point that you will obtain will be at some lower length, not the not length more than this. त्याची length कमी असेल का? Because this EMF E1 minus E2 is less than E1 plus E2, and for potentiometer length is proportional to potential difference. X आणि Y मधला potential difference कमी झाला. E1 plus E2 ला length जास्त मिळणार, E1 minus E2 ला length corresponding length bar कमी मिळणार. So this should be the point P2. This should be the point P2. So again, if you obtain the null point, you will again say Vx equal to Va, Vx equal to Va, because they are the same points. There is nothing, there is only wire between those 2 points, and there is no current through the galvanometer. Now forget about P1. Forget about P1. Now there is no current through the galvanometer means there is no current between points Y and P2. Y and P2, there is no current, means potential of point Y is equal to potential of point P2. Potential of point Y is equal to potential of point P2. So Vxy is equal to VAP2 is equal to VAP2. But between points X and Y, now you have E1 minus E2. Now between points X and Y, now you have E1 minus E2. Between points X and Y, now you have E1 minus E2. Why? Because there is no current from Y to P2. Y to P2 म्हणजे गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मधनं करंट नाहीये. इथनं करंट नाहीये म्हणजे इथनं आला नाहीये. आला तर इकडनंच आला असता. A to X, X to this, this to this, this to Y. इकडनंच करंट आला नाहीये. म्हणून तो इथं पण नाहीये. इकडनंच करंट आला नाहीये. म्हणून तो गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मध्ये पण नाहीये. It means there is no current between point X and Y. There is no current between point X and Y, and therefore there is no current between point Y and P2. X आणि Y मध्येच करंट नाहीये, म्हणून Y आणि P2 मध्ये पण नाहीये. X आणि Y मध्ये करंट नाहीये. If there is no current between point X and Y, what will be available between the point X and Y? Effective EMF. तो किती आहे? E1 minus E2. E1 minus E2. Now VAP2. VAP2, potential difference between any 2 points on the potentiometer wire, is equal to VAB upon LAB into LAP2. Length between those 2 points. First point is point A, second point is P2. पहिला point A है, दूसरा point P2 है. या दोन point मधली length LAP2. But people will not call this length as LAP2. They will simply call it as L2. They will simply call it as L2. L2 corresponds to length of null point corresponding to E1 minus E2. L2 is the length of null point corresponding to EMF E1 minus E2. Okay. कशाला corresponding null point ची length आहे L2? E1 minus E2 ची. आधी जे मगाशी जे सॉल्विंग केलं कुठलं मेथड नंबर 1 त्याच्यामध्ये ऍट अ टाइम एक सेल होता, पण या मेथड मध्ये ऍट अ टाइम 2 सेल असतात. एकदा ते सेल सम म्हणून असतील E1 plus E2 असतील आणि एकदा E1 minus E2. Okay, right now in the method number 2 cells will be either as a addition combination E1 plus E2 or as a subtraction combination E1 minus E2. L1 या केस मध्ये मेथड नंबर 2 मध्ये L1 काय आहे? मेथड नंबर 2 मध्ये L1 means length corresponding to addition and L2 means length corresponding to subtraction. Method number 1 मध्ये, in the method number 1 at a time there was only one cell. L1 is the length for E1, L2 is the length for E2. हे कधी होतं? At a time एक सेल असेल तर method number 1. And right now L1 means length corresponding to E1 plus E2. अशा केस मध्ये L1 means length corresponding to E1 plus E2 and L2 means length corresponding to E1 minus E2. L2 means length corresponding to E1 minus E2. Okay, now this is equation number 2. This is equation number 2. Now we will write next step number 1 झाली, step number 2 झाली, experiment complete झाला. आपल्याला काय पाहिजे आहे? We want sir E1 upon E2. We want comparison of the two cells. We want comparison of the two cells. But write down. But From equation 1, we know E1 plus E2 is equal to VAB upon LAB. This is called as potential gradient of the wire. Potential difference upon length of the wire. Total potential difference across the wire divided by total length of the wire. Potential difference per unit length, potential gradient. You may call it as K. त्याला काही लोक K असंही म्हणतात. E1 plus E2 was VAB upon LAB into L1. VAB upon LAB into L1 or VAP1. VAP1 म्हणत बसण्यापेक्षा लोक त्याला L1 म्हणतात. This was equation number 1. Now equation number 1 divided by equation number 2 will give you this upon this. This upon this means E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 is equal to this upon this. This upon this. VAB upon LAB, VAB upon LAB cancel. VAB upon LAB, VAB upon LAB cancel. L1 as it is upon L2 as it is. L1 as it is upon L2 as it is. But sir, we want E1 upon E2. आपल्याला काय पाहिजे? E1 upon E2 पाहिजे. Okay. We want E1 upon E2. So this is numerator upon denominator. Do numerator upon denominator. काय करूयात? वरती E1 पाहिजे. वरती E1 पाहिजे. तर न्यूमरेटर मध्ये डिनॉमिनेटर ऍड करूया की सबट्रॅक्ट करूया? वरती मला E1 पाहिजे किंवा E1 1 टाइम्स E1, 2 टाइम्स E1, 3 टाइम्स E1, पण मला वरती फक्त E1 ची टर्म पाहिजे. वरचा E2 नको आहे मला. हाऊ टू रिमूव्ह E2 फ्रॉम द न्यूमरेटर? व्हॉट वी हॅव टू डू? डिनॉमिनेटरला काय करूयात? वरचा E2 काढून टाकायचा आहे. काय करणार मी? न्यूमरेटर मधून फ्रॉम द न्यूमरेटर आय डोंट वॉन्ट दिस E2 टर्म, सो आय विल ऍड द डिनॉमिनेटर टू इट. ही टर्म याच्यामध्ये ऍड करणार. मग हे E2 आणि हे E2 कॅन्सल होते. ठीक आहे. E1 शिल्लक राहणार आहे राहू. नाउ फ्रॉम द डिनॉमिनेटर, I want to remove the term E1 because I want term E2 in the denominator. E1 upon E2 पाहिजे आहे. From the denominator I want to remove this term E1. Then what shall I do? Numerator ला denominator मध्ये ऍड करू की सबट्रॅक्ट करू? I don't want this term E1 in the denominator. असं पण करता येते. असं करूया. न्यूमरेटर ऍज इट इज ठेवूया. आता खाली आपल्याला E1 नको आहे, तर न्यूमरेटर मायनस डिनॉमिनेटर केलं, न्यूमरेटर प्लस डिनॉमिनेटर केला, n plus d केलं. If we do n plus d, E2 will get cancelled. And if we do n minus d, if you do n minus d, then E1 will get cancelled. Do n plus d upon n minus d on both the sides. दोन्ही साइडला आपण न्यूमरेटर प्लस डिनॉमिनेटर and न्यूमरेटर मायनस डिनॉमिनेटर करूया. लेफ्ट हँड साइडला करा. न्यूमरेटर कोण आहे? E1 plus E2 plus what is the denominator? E1 minus E2 divided by numerator plus denominator झाला. Same numerator E1 plus E2 minus denominator E1 minus E2. लेफ्ट हँड साइडला केलं की राइट हँड साइडला पण करायचं असतं. If you do any changes on the left hand side, then same changes have to be done on the right hand side. Numerator plus denominator divided by numerator plus denominator divided by numerator minus denominator divided by numerator minus denominator L1 minus L2. Now this E2 minus E2 cancel. E2 minus E2 cancel. Here E1 minus E1 cancel. E1 minus E1 cancel. E2 minus minus plus. E2 minus minus plus. E1 plus E1 to E1. E1 plus E1 to E1. E2 minus minus plus E2. E2 minus minus plus E2 to E2 is equal to L1 plus L2 upon L1 minus L2. So we want E1 upon E2. We want E1 upon E2. 2 cancel. E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 plus L2 upon L1 minus L2. L1 plus L2 upon L1 minus L2. That's it. Derivation complete. Reply in the chat box clear and written. L1 you can obtain as a first null point length. L2 you can obtain as a second null point length. And E1 upon E2 will be L1 plus L2 upon L1 minus L2. Reply in the chat box. Clear and written. Good. Good. लिहून घ्या, सब लिहून घ्या. What is L1? L1 corresponds to L1 corresponds to E1. No. E2. No. It is null point corresponding to E1 plus E2. L2 corresponds to E1. No. E2. No. It corresponds to E1 minus E2. E1 minus E2 या कॉम्बिनेशनची नल पॉइंटची लेंथ L2 आहे. E1 प्लस E2 या कॉम्बिनेशनची नल पॉइंटची लेंथ L1 आहे मेथड 2 मध्ये. आणि मेथड 1 मध्ये कसं होतं ऍट अ टाइम एक सेल. L1 म्हणजे E1 ला करस्पॉन्डिंग, L2 म्हणजे E2 ला करस्पॉन्डिंग. केव्हा इन दी मेथड 1 when only one cell was present at a time. आता दोन्ही सेल सायमल्टेनियसली प्रेझेंट असतात. एकदा ते सम म्हणून असतात, एकदा ते डिफरन्स म्हणून असतात. So application number 2 is over. Application number 2 over. Next application. Application number 3. Now we can measure the EMF of the cell. We can compare the EMFs of two cells. And now the third application. And before that third application, let me tell you one precaution which is to be done between point x and y. आताच्या मेथड मध्ये मला सांगा between point x and y काय येणार होतं. Between point x and y हा तुमचा मेन सेल आहे, रिओस्टॅट आहे, इकडे गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर आहे, ही तुमची पोटेन्शियोमीटर वायर आहे, स्लाइडर आहे, स्लाइडर ऑफ द व्हेरिएबल रेजिस्टर, मेन सेल E. बिटवीन दीज टू पॉइंट्स एकदा काय आलं होतं E1 प्लस E2 आलं, एकदा काय आलं होतं E1 प्लस E2 आलं होतं. बरं, तुम्हाला हे शिकवलं होतं इथं जो काही सेल असेल, वॉट एव्हर सेल विच इज प्रेझेंट हिअर, दॅट व्हॅल्यू मस्ट बी लेस दॅन VAB च्या पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स पेक्षा तो सेल लहानच पाहिजे, तरच नल पॉइंट मिळेल, अदरवाइज नल पॉइंट मिळणार नाही. सो राईट डाऊन कंडिशन्स. इथं जो काही सेल असेल E1 प्लस E2, दॅट व्हॅल्यू मस्ट बी लेस दॅन दी पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स VAB. ते VAB पेक्षा लेसच पाहिजे किंवा या मेन सेल पेक्षा लेसच पाहिजे, अदरवाइज नल पॉइंट मिळत. ते बघितलं होतं स्टार्टिंगला. सेकंड कंडिशन बघा, नंतर जेव्हा E1 मायनस E2, E1 असा आहे आणि E2 असा आहे, समजा बाय मिस्टेक, सपोज बाय मिस्टेक E2 इज मोर दॅन E1, सपोज बाय मिस्टेक E2 इज मोर दॅन E1, तर इथं कनेक्ट होणारा नेट सेल जो काय येणार राईटवर्ड आणि लेफ्टवर्ड. राईटवर्ड वाला मोठा झाला तर नेट सेल राईटवर्ड येत. नेट सेल राईटवर्ड आला की रॉंग कनेक्शन झालं. काय शिकवलं होतं? करेक्ट कनेक्शन कसं होतं? करेक्ट कनेक्शन ऑफ द सेल असं होतं, याचा पॉझिटिव्ह या ए ला जोडला गेला पाहिजे. इथल्या इफेक्टिव्ह सेलचा पॉझिटिव्हच ए ला जोडला गेला पाहिजे. Okay, positive of the effective cell should get connected to A. But by mistake, if E2 is more, then you will do the wrong connection. If you do the wrong connection, you will not get the null point. You will not get the null point. Tap the jockey anywhere between points AB, you will not get the null point. So, what precaution must be taken? You should not do the wrong connection. Wrong connection केव्हा हवी? Net cell असा rightward आला तर त्यासाठी E2 मोठा झाला तर मग नको E2 मोठा, E1 मोठा पाहिजे. E1 should be more than. These are the two precautions you must take. Write down conditions or precautions. Now, let us move on to the third application. To measure internal resistance of the cell. Third application of the potentiometer is to measure internal resistance of cell. To measure internal resistance of the cell. Keep some space here, about 3 or 4 lines, and then draw point A, main cell, primary circuit, rheostat, slider, point B, potentiometer wire, now this is our secondary cell, secondary circuit, its own internal resistance, its EMF is E1, we call main cell as E and our secondary circuit cell called as E1. Okay, we want to measure internal resistance R. If we connect the galvanometer here, and if we obtain the null point, by connecting the galvanometer here, if we obtain the null point, then we will get a length which corresponds to EMF of the cell, because in that case, when there is no current through the galvanometer, it means that between points Y and P1 there is no current. If there is no current between points Y and P1, it means there is no current between points X and Y. कारण इथं नव्हता म्हणून इथं नाहीये. जर असा करंट आला असता, X to Y आला असता तर Y to P1 पण गेला असता. मग त्या केस मध्ये तुम्हाला जी काय लेंथ मिळणार, that length will be corresponding to E1. ओके, आणि एक अरेंजमेंट करायची, one more arrangement you have to do. You have to connect one parallel resistance to this cell. You have to connect one key, K, you can call it as K, no need to say K1. Keep that key open. If the key is open, current will never flow through this resistance R. So you can forget about this resistance R if the key which is connected in series with the resistance R is open. Key open असेल म्हणजे सर्किट मधनं करंट जाऊ शकत नाही, R मधनं कधीच करंट जाऊ शकत नाही. So you can forget this R. Okay. Now, step one. Key open. If the key is open, you can forget this resistance R. You can forget this resistance R and obtain null point. Now obtain null point. Now obtain null point. काय करायचं? Null point मिळवायचा. If you obtain the null point, you can write Vx equal to Va. You can write Vx equal to Va and Vy equal to Vp1. Current galvanometer मधनं नाहीये. There is no current through the galvanometer. Means there is no potential difference. Difference नाही. म्हणजे values equal. Means values are equal. Vy equal to Vy equal to, I made a mistake. Vx equal to Va लिहायला पाहिजे. I should have written Vx equal to Va. Vx equal to Va and Vy equal to Vap1. Vy equal to Vp1. Vy equal to Vp1. Fine. So subtraction of these two, Vx minus Vy, that is Vxy, and Va minus Vp1, Va minus Vp1 is Vap1. Now you people tell me what will be available across this cell between point x and y, what will be available? EMF or terminal potential difference? Terminal potential difference you can reply in the chat box as TPD, TPD, and EMF you can reply as E. काय available असेल? आता तर हा सर्किट मध्ये नाहीच आहे, की ओपन आहे. The key is open. There is no current through galvanometer. No current through galvanometer means no current through XY. No current through XY means no current through galvanometer. In the case number 1, step number 1. Step number 1 मध्ये galvanometer मधनं करंट नाहीये, म्हणजेच इथनं करंट नाहीये. म्हणजेच इथनं करंट नाहीये. कारण ही स्विच तर ओपन आहे. म्हणजे याचा काही संबंध नाहीये. म्हणजे सेल मधनं करंट नाहीये. And if there is no current through the cell, what will be available outside cell? Reply in the chat box. EMF or terminal PD. सेल मधनं करंट नाहीये, काय अवेलेबल असेल? EMF or terminal potential difference. Very good, correct? Correct? Yes, all of you gave the correct answer. So sir, between point x and y, EMF will be available. Is equal to Vap1. And now you know the regular things. Vap1, potential difference between any two points of the potentiometer wire is equal to Vab upon Lab into Lap1, length between the given 2 points. Potential difference between given 2 points is equal to potential drop per unit length into your length. Your length is Lap1, length between points A and P1. Okay, but people will call this length not as Lap1, they will call it as simply L1. Vab upon Lab into L1. L1 corresponds to E1. L1 is a length corresponding to, L1 is a length of null point corresponding to E1. L1 is a length of null point corresponding to E1. Call this as equation 1. Call this as equation 1. Now step number 2. Now step number 2. Step number 2. Key, this key K will now be closed. 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 Now as this key is closed, and as you obtain the null point, now the second null point will now be at a lesser length than the first null point, because second length will not corresponding to EMF. की EMF पेक्षा कमी व्हॅल्यू ला प्रोपोर्शनल आहे. पहिली जी काय लेंथ आहे ना AP1, LAP1, that corresponds to EMF. But now length will not correspond to EMF. It will correspond to some value less than the EMF. So that null point should be at a smaller length. So now you obtain the null point P2. Now obtain the null point P2. Now once you obtain the null point, and this key is closed and still you obtain the null point, what does that mean? Let us try to understand. Vx equal to Va. Vx equal to Va, because both of those 2 points are same. There is only metallic wire between those 2 points. हे दोन्ही point same आहेत. Also Vy equal to Vp2. Vy equal to Vp2. Why? Because there is no current through the galvanometer. गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मधनं करंट नाहीये. गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मधनं करंट नाहीये म्हणजे या पॉइंटचं पोटेन्शियल आणि या पॉइंटचं पोटेन्शियल सेम. ओके, Vy is equal to Vap2. Vy is equal to Vap2. सॉरी, Vy equal to Vp2. या पॉइंटचं पोटेन्शियल आणि या पॉइंटचं पोटेन्शियल सेम आहे, म्हणजे पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स 0 आहे. पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स 0 आहे म्हणजे गॅल्व्हॅनोमीटर मधनं करंट नाहीये. बट दॅट विल नॉट मीन आता इथनं करंट नाहीये याचा अर्थ असा तर नाहीये ना की XY मध्ये करंट नाहीये. असू शकेल, या सेकंडरी सर्किट मध्ये करंट असणार. देयर विल बी करंट इन दिस सर्किट. हा, इट विल नॉट गो हियर, इट विल कम बॅक अगेन टू द बॅटरी. दॅट इज ट्रू. हा, हियर देयर विल बी झिरो करंट. इकडनं झिरो करंट जाईल, इकडनं पण झिरो करंट जाईल, इकडनं झिरो जाईल, इकडनं झिरो जाईल, पण इथं करंट असणार. Agree, disagree, reply me in the chat box. Current through galvanometer is 0 because null point you have obtained. Null point मिळाला, galvanometerचं रीडिंग 0 आलंय. हा, म्हणजे इकडं काही करंट नाही गेला, इकडं काही करंट गेला नाही, मग इकडं पण येणार, पण इकडं करंट असेल. There will be current in this secondary circuit. Reply me in the chat box. Agree, disagree. Reply me in the chat box. Agree, disagree. Because the key is closed. Key आहे ना, current can flow. If possible, current can flow and it is possible. अरे बॅटरीला रेजिस्टन्स लावलाय, करंट फ्लो होणार नाही का? होणार. नल पॉइंट मिळालाय म्हणून काय झालं, इथं 0 आहे, मग इथं 0 असेल, आला नाही गेला नाही, इथं मध्ये असेल की करंट डिडंट केम इन, डिडंट गो आउट, आला पण नाही गेला पण नाही, ठीक आहे, इथं असेलच. ओके, सो आता बिटवीन पॉइंट एक्स अँड वाय गमत असेल, इथं ईएमएफ अवेलेबल होणार नाही बाळा. बिटवीन पॉइंट्स एक्स अँड वाय असं थोडस एक 2-4 मिनिट लेक्चर एक्सटेंड होईल. बिटवीन पॉइंट्स एक्स अँड वाय, एक्स वाय ए P2, VAP2. Now between point x and y, आता बाळांनो, there will not be EMF available. What will be available? Terminal potential difference. Out of this EMF E1, some potential will be dropped inside the cell and remaining outside the cell. हे जे काही E1 आहे ना, ते थोडं इनसाइड खर्च होईल, थोडं आउटसाइड खर्च होईल. आउटसाइड किती खर्च झालं? आउटसाइड पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स किती येणार? त्याला आपण कॅपिटल V म्हणूया. Let us call it as capital V, which will be equal to I into capital R. I into capital R. या सर्किट मधला करंट किती घेतलाय बाळ? कॅपिटल I into R. So VXY मध्ये काय अवेलेबल असेल? IR. You can call it as IR or capital V. Initially, let us call it as capital V. EMF तर अवेलेबल असणार नाही because now the current is flowing through the cell. So outside the cell, potential difference, terminal potential difference will be available. And VAP2 you normally know, it is VAB upon LAB into your length. What is your length? Length between points A and P2. But people will not call this length as AP2 because they want to reduce their efforts. VAB upon LAB into L2. They will simply write it as L2. Now L1 corresponds to E1. L1 corresponds to EMF. L1 AP1 corresponds to EMF, but AP2 means L2, length between A and P2. L2 corresponds to capital V. L2 corresponds to capital V. This is equation 2. Now right, but E1 is equal to, equation 1 कसं होतं? E1 is equal to कसं होतं? VAB upon LAB into L1. This was equation 1. Now equation 1 upon equation 2, equation 1 upon equation 2, E1 upon V, equation 1 upon 2, left hand side upon left hand side, E1 upon V, left hand side upon left hand side, VAB upon LAB, VAB upon LAB, VAB upon LAB, VAB upon LAB cancel. Okay. L1 upon L2, L1 upon L2, equation 1 upon equation 2, right hand side upon right hand side, L1 upon L2, L1 upon L2. We want internal resistance of the cell, small r value we want to calculate. Small r value we want to calculate. Okay. Can I write this EMF? Can I write this EMF? Can I write this EMF is equal to I into capital R, थोडा external resistance across drop झाला, plus I into small r, same current आहे, इकडे तर काय गेला तो सेम करंट आहे, सेल मधनं परत गेला, तोच आहे एवढा करंट सेलच्या आत पण आहे बाहेर पण, इकडे गेला नाहीये, इकडनं आला नाही, इकडनं आला नाही, इकडे गेला नाही. सो some external drop I into capital R plus some internal drop I into small r. So IR plus IR, IR plus IR. E1 can be written as IR plus IR divided by V. V means outside the cell. Outside the cell, what is the potential difference? Outside the cell, potential difference is V, which is equal to I into capital R. I into capital R. I into capital R is equal to L1 upon L2. Sir, I cancel. I common and cancel. I common cancel. I common cancel. R plus R upon R equals L1 upon L2. 1 plus or this R on the right hand side. R plus R equals R into L1 upon L2. This R on the right hand side. So small r is equal to R into bracket L1 upon L2 or R into L1 upon L2, and this R on the left hand side. So you can take capital R common. You can take capital R common. Capital R into bracket L1 upon L2 minus 1. L1 upon L2 minus 1. L1 upon L2 minus 1. That's the solution of internal resistance of the cell using potentiometer. Length L1 can be obtained using the galvanometer. Length L1 can be obtained. This key open, length L1 can be obtained. It can be measured with the scale. So हे measure करता येते. Key close करा, obtain the null point, measure the length L2. L2 कमीच असणार आहे. आता बघा की L1 upon L2 minus 1 होणार आहे. हे उत्तर पॉझिटिव्ह आलं पाहिजे ना. Internal resistance is always positive, so this bracket must be positive. For this bracket to be positive, this value should be more than 1. मग L1 मोठा असणार, L2 लहान असणार. Yes, L1 जास्त आहे. Length between points A and P1, length between points A and P1 is more than the length between A and P2, than the length between A and P2. Okay, L1 मोठा असणार L2 पेक्षा. This capital R is already known. तुम्हीच घ्यायचं आहे ना रेजिस्टन्स, किती घ्यायचं हे तुमच्या हातात आहे. It's in your hand. So now you can measure the internal resistance. L1 मोजता है तो एक्सपेरिमेंट करून, L2 पण मोजता है तो एक्सपेरिमेंट करून, की ओपन करा, E1 ला करस्पॉन्डिंग L1 मिळेल, की क्लोज करा, V ला करस्पॉन्डिंग L2 मिळेल. L1 मिळाला, L2 मिळाला, R तर तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी नोन आहे. So small r equal to capital R into bracket L1 upon L2 minus 1. Up to this reply in the chat box, clear and written. Tell me fast. Are the things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you? सगळं कळालं, आज शिकवलेलं? Yes, internal resistance पण मेजर करून झाला. चॅप्टर बेसिकली ओव्हर झालाय. एक पॉइंट राहिलाय, पण तो काय मॅन्डेटरी नाहीये. चॅप्टर बेसिकली कंप्लीट झालेला आहे. राहिलेले क्वेश्चन सोडवायला आता होमवर्क देणार आहे. ओके, so guys, in this lecture we will stop at this point. We today learned some interesting points, some interesting applications of potentiometer. Potentiometer is a is a powerful device which can measure EMF as well as internal resistance. Both of these things are not possible with voltmeter. Voltmeter हे नाही करू शकत. Voltmeter ला EMF नाही मोजता येत. व्होल्टमीटरला इंटरनल रेजिस्टन्स पण नाही मोजतात. इट इज पोटेन्शियोमीटर विच इज कॅपेबल ऑफ डुईंग दीज टू थिंग्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट लेक्चर जे काय असणार आहे ते थोडस मजेशीर असणार आहे, थोडस इंटरेस्टिंग असणार आहे, बिकॉज देर वी विल कंपेअर दी पोटेन्शियोमीटर विथ द व्होल्टमीटर आणि पोटेन्शियोमीटरची कंपॅरिझन होणार. ओके फाइन, चलो बाय बाय एवरीवन, लेट मी एंड दिस लेक्चर एट दिस पॉइंट. होप ऑल ऑफ यू एंजॉयड इट and learned all the things. Okay, chalo bye.